Hi everybody. Just making this quick video to show everyone there how I painted my calipers red. This is my 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I decided to paint my calipers red, just give it that nicer look. So as you can see, I took some garbage bags and just sort of masked around the body just to make sure. Obviously around my rotor, particularly you don't want to get any on the bolts or your studs, otherwise you'll have a hard time doing your lug nuts back up. The way you're looking at it right now is after I spent some time sanding it and cleaning it off there, and that's the first coat of primer paint, and I'll show you everything inside. I jack up my vehicle, I put a jack stand underneath there as well, but I also just leave the jack on. Just doesn't hurt to have both for safety. I'm doing this in my underground garage because it's really windy outside today, and I definitely don't want to get any spray around or anything. So come on inside and I'll show you exactly what products we use. So I'll show you a picture at the end how it turned out, but basically I'll just show you the products. So first thing I did, obviously, took the garbage bags and I went and bought some this body masking tape. It's good, doesn't leave any marks on your vehicle. Don't use duct tape or anything like that. I went and bought some 150 grit sandpaper. I live in Canada. I picked this up at Canadian Tire, but you can pick it up pretty much anywhere. So you can see 150 fine, that's what it looks like. And I spent about 10 minutes just kind of scuffing and cleaning the outside. After that was done, I took a can of like the compressed air that you use to clean out computers and stuff like that, dust them off. I dusted off all the dust. And I went and did another layer of sandpaper. Dusted it off again, and then probably brake cleaner is a good idea, but I happen to have this laying around. It's mass airflow sensor cleaner, but pretty much the same thing as brake cleaner. It's like an alcohol base, so it dissolves away. So sprayed that on after and gave it a wipe down. It dries almost immediately. So then VHT paint. So as you can see on there, it's designed to deal with the high temperatures. So one thing I will say for anybody looking to go buy this stuff is, when you buy these, it doesn't actually say the color or what it is on the actual surface of the can. You have to actually look at the lid. So you can see there, flat gray primer, right? And I actually made the mistake by not checking the lids. When I did my other rotor on the other side, I actually ended up going in the store and buying this because I looked at the lid and I was like, oh, it's, there's red, and I just kind of grabbed it. But as you can see, it's actually orange, red orange. And so the caliper still looked okay, but so after realizing that it wasn't as bright as the video I had seen, I realized and I went and bought this one there. You can see that's actual red. And but this one wasn't on the shelf when I bought this one, so that looked nice and bright red to me. So anyways, what I do is I put on about three light coats of the primer first, and I let each coat dry for 15 minutes in between. Then I put on about maybe 4, maybe 5 coats of the color you want. And like I say, you just want to do it in small light coats every time. Just kind of get the areas, go at it from different angles, and I'll show you a couple times what it looks like. I went and had these stickers made up. These are Brembo decals. There were some available online on eBay, but they took a while to come and there was shipping charges. So in Canada here, I just went to my local UPS store, which is also a print shop, and they had a vinyl printer, and they printed out. You can see I got 2 different sizes, one for the rear brakes, one for the front, but I have it on the other caliper and it withstands the heat really well. So yeah, it cost me about $20 to get all 4 of those printed, $5 each. And then at the end, I put on a coat of clear coat. So after the decal is on, I clear coat over everything, and yeah, so I'll include a picture here in the YouTube video of what the other brake looked like. I can actually take you out and show you really quick. Not sure how well it'll turn out. It's pretty dark in the underground garage here, but this is how it looked when it was all done. That's with the orange spray paint, but turned out not too bad. I think the decal adds a nice touch there. So anyway, yeah, I'll show you different points of the different coats here, how we do all that, but that's all you'll need. So the tape was about $5. I think the sandpaper was about $5. Each can of the paint, they're normally about $14.99, but I happened to catch them on sale. They were $9.99 each, so it was about $30 for the paint. 40, I guess, if you include the mess up of buying the wrong color. So 30 for the paint, 35, 40. The decals were 20, so about $60 it cost me, and I'll be able to do all my calipers. And of course, down the road, when the time comes that I have to buy new calipers, it'll be a lot easier to paint them when the new ones when they're off the vehicle. So I'll still have all the paint left to do that, and I'll paint the new ones up whenever that time comes. So just wanted to show you, this is about 15 minutes of dry time after I've put on my first coat of gray primer, and you can see it's dry to the touch. If you wipe your fingers on it, it doesn't really leave any marks, so that means you're good to put on your second coat. And you can see I actually put this coat on even a little thick. You really do want to go nice thin coats. So that one's a little thick, and you can see it turned out very gray there for the first coat. So as long as you don't get any runs, that's what's important. So let's go grab the can, and I'll show you guys how I put on another coat. So before each coat goes on, you want to shake your can really well. I shook it up before I turned the camera on, but give it a good shake for a full minute. And basically what you want to do is stay about 6-8 inches away and just and that's it. And what I've done there is I've changed the angle that I sprayed with the can each time to get in all the little nooks and crannies. So you can see there, and again it's just very light sprays, like no more than like 3 or 4 second squirts at a time at one area. Okay, so here's the caliper after 3 coats of primer, and as you can see, got a fairly even spray there. And again, that's just doing light passes really quick. Don't focus on any one area more than about 2-3 seconds. But yeah, that's like, and I'll start doing my first coats of red. I'll probably do about 4 or 5 coats of red. So I'll show you what it looks like after that. So just wanted to show you what it looks like. That's after the first coat of the red spray paint. And as you can see, if you look up close there, you can see that there's cracks, that it's not exactly coating, and that's okay, that's perfect. I put it on very light, just a speckle. You can actually see the gray through there. And that's exactly why you do, 3, 4, maybe even 5 coats, right? And you'll see how it looks in the end, the finished product. So, and again, I'm allowing about 15 minutes between coats. Okay, so here is the not quite finished product, but basically this is after, I believe, 4 coats of the red paint and the Brembo decal put on. I will now put on probably 2 coats of clear coat over everything, and there you go. That's pretty much the view of the finished product. So hope this helps anybody out who is interested in not spending $2,000 on a Brembo brake kit but wanting to have red Brembo looking calipers.